Shit, a motherfucker. I don't believe shit. Motherfucker. That shit like motherfucker. Motherfucker. I don't do shit, nigga. I don't believe shit, nigga. I don't give a goddamn motherfucker. Say trick with an asshole. Case y'all follow up what they wrote. Show me the doc record. Yeah. Don't know what you done, nigga. Don't do done. Yeah. Ah, man. Peace, greetings, honorable admiration. Halito, Osio, and Yahweh Sagano. How is everybody doing? All my good brothers and sisters of the feather. I know it's been a long time, but it's about that time. So, oh man, y'all in for some information. For one, were y'all able to hear the music? I don't know what's going on with been a couple of changes to StreamYard, so I'm new to this. But not new to this. See, we got all our good brothers and sisters in here. Let's see. Oh man, Rick Ross. Why 50 can't do me like Ja Rule? Man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. It has been a while. But you know, Chief will step in a little later, give some insights and information to projects and things that are going on. We're making these moves. He's making a lot of moves, and I'm making a lot of moves, man. We gotta come together and be correct. So some information today that I'm going to dig into for everybody that is, very interesting, as usual. Otherwise, it wouldn't be up here, And before I go in on that, I have to explain that they're doing a little bit of a deep study on the Pan-Africans lately. And I really didn't start until digging into Black Lives Matter and other things attached to it. So, let me turn this up. Yeah. When you hear that, it's a wrap. So the thing is, I'm discovering is that these people who call themselves Pan-Africans and Afrocentrics are really Marxists. I'm going to leave it right there. Let it sit in the air, sit on the table, whichever way they want to take it. But that's what it is. When you look into the Marxism, there's a hate for America. Oh, yeah. So I will be digging into that as well, which will be digging all the way into this NBK group or whatever. But more importantly, to express to the whole of America, us Americans, that there is a great deal of misinformation, false information, and then you have what happened. So basically, it's to the point where you have what we're saying, you have what's being said by the other people, then you have what really happened. So it's time that we start really digging into what happened, what really happened. So we got Sean Yeshael in the building. Yeah, I see you, good brother. Peace, shalom to you. Shalom, Malak. Shalom. We got Immortal Amaria. All right, man. Saying salute to our good brother Chief. We got JR Niji. I'll run through everybody. Y'all know how to do it. JR Niji, shout out to the guy, good brother Supreme God. Call him Chief Billy Goat now. I would tell y'all my new nicknames, but the Pan-Africans have given it to me, so I don't like those names. But that's something to really appreciate. All right, so we got Truth Over Everything, man. Peace to the ones. That's right. Aboriginal think tank in the buildings. Yeah. Pokachu. Put the flames out there on that. Can't put the flames out now. It's lit. So I'm going over the first ones, and I'll go over the rest after what's going on and keep everyone updated. Got peace to Hardline Boss. Peace, everybody. So let me run through everybody. Got Empress in the building. We got Black Wolf. Good seeing you, Empress. Original Copper Empress Holbert. Sister Betty donated to our good brothers Chiefs. That's very appreciated. Honorable admiration to you. We got Leonard. We got Geechee Girl, Chris Jackson. Yeah. Lyca Neville. All right. Let's cut it down. Get into this information. The Empress Freedom Feathers, Latifah Miller. You know, I like to really get to see who's in the crowd, who's listening, who's getting this information, because it's good to really build a connection, people you're connecting with and putting out information with. And I think it's a great deal of things that are going on now and the opportunities that we have in correcting the history. And that's also for these Pan-Africans and Afrocentrics. There's a moment now, because of all the woke-ism, that we could really, stick our foot in the politics. I don't want anything to do with politicians. Don't really care, or whatever. But it's our opportunity today to really dig our foot in the butt of all these institutions that have been putting out lies, man. There's just lies after lies after lies after lies. And the crazy part is the information to expose the lies is available. So when it comes to the Marxists, aka formerly known as Pan-Africans, and some Afrocentrics, not all Afrocentrics are into that, but the Pan-Africans, the ones who are like Pan-African, a little insight on that. These are the people who represent Africa, who are not from Africa. They're really from America, or the French Valley Americans. And they really don't care about the people in Africa. But they have contention against Aboriginals, which actually majority of them are really Aboriginal to America and have no African ancestry. So when we dig into the information, it always has to cross paths with exposing just that. That's right. So when you dig into tourist attractions, when you dig into these world fairs, it's very interesting to wonder what was really going on. Why are they doing this? Or what are they planning? Or who put this together? Who funded this? And how many different lands does it cover? So I'm going to put it out now. I'm just going to say it, and then I'm going to go in and read it. Yeah, some of the stuff's on Wikipedia. If you prefer to not use Wikipedia, I'm going to show you the Wikipedia sources, so you can go to those sources as well, and I'll dig into those sources as well. But it's not really needed for tourist attractions and world fairs. So when it comes to these tourist attractions, the key that was put into the door and twisted was to dress up all monuments that follow the path of the sun. So these are places that had ancient things around them, but they have been changed. Yes, we have ancient ancestry, but the things that we're seeing today are alterations and relocations. Say they relocate monuments and stuff. It's ridiculous if someone was to say it and there's no evidence, but there's too much evidence. So let me see. Let's see what's going on. My signal running low. Salute, Mr. Darkfly, brother. Salute back to you. Brother Eugene Page in here, giving love to everybody. You see it right there. Got Brandon Rogers. That's right, man. Peace, feathers up to everybody. Arrows in them. And y'all know that True Story and Rob Bourne, like it's ridiculously pseudo. So before I read off this list, I want to get into that too, before I forget. Rob Bourne introduced the African burial ground. We showed and proved that was the Negro burial ground. And then later showed and proved that originally it was called the Seneca burial ground. We're going to go in on Clotilda even more. Oh, man, she had something for that. But we touched on it. We touched on Phyllis Wheatley. We touched on, Nantucket. We've dug into these names, and we're going to bust it right back on them. Just a reminder that there's been a time and period of people, which is only 30 years, taking on this title of African American, and it's always connected to slavery. So I want to reiterate that anytime you call yourself African American, you are calling yourself a slave. Now, if there could be a person that's Chinese that went to Africa, had children, and the child goes to America, that is a what? An African American. Interesting. So same thing with a Caucasian or white man or whatever you want to call him. Going to that land would be an African American. But when you call yourself African American, it means you came off a slave ship that we can't even find. So, Rob Bourne, we're gonna have to really dig into your stuff since you're putting out some serious challenges now, and it's just time to put an end to it. See, they think that this movement is coming to an end, and it's just on the verge of its begin. Just started. So it's time to focus on these tourist attractions that are alterations by people today with technology improving in the industrial age. So before we get into the tourist attraction, might get some of these names wrong. Bear with me. Still on my linguistics, but a little rusty. So we have Paracas Nazca. Yep. Olan Tiatambo, Machu Picchu, Cusco Sacsay Huaman. We got Paratoari. We got Dogon country, the whole Dogon country, the whole of the Dogon country. All right. Tassili N'Ajir, Siwa, Giza, Petra, Ur, Persepolis, Mohenjo-Daro, Khajuraho, Paya, Sukhothai, Angkor Wat, Puer Vihear, Easter Island. Now, there's a couple of other ones connected to that. So I just want to touch that, and this is going to crush a lot of people because on all sides of the river, you have some artifacts in South America with dinosaurs on them and what they're calling homosexual activity on them. And I had to go over this, that those are not ancient artifacts. Okay? And people are like, what are you talking about? There are fake artifacts. There are people who have been put in jail for making fake artifacts. This is the world we live in. It's money. You find an artifact, tourist attraction. You just create a revenue. The museum, the curator, the people who are paying for it, the television networks, the commercial, the movies that can be made off of it. Do you understand? It's big business. I'm gonna show and prove that in the tourist attraction. This is big business. All right. So you got Paracas, Huacachina, Cusco, the Nazca lines, the Cahuachi, the Cantilac, the Aqueduct, Cementerio, Chauchila, Torre Mirador, the Didactic Museum, get into the Didactic Museum of Aqueductos Day. So you got to look into stuff that's different languages. Nazca. You got Jot Peru, handwriting and all that good. So anyway, so these are some areas that are where there were ancient stuff there, but there have been alterations, all the re-representations of it. You can look into Ethiopia and find out that there's a place in Ethiopia where they'll have the brown people, but when the tourists come in, they got it set up for a big tour to come in, where people from all over the world, they'll take out the black and brown stuff and bring in the white looking stuff, or the stuff that's like my complexion or lighter. So they'll show the world that, this is what happened there. This is just a prime example of that. Could show the video is actually on YouTube where you can actually see that. So, all right, let me see what's going on here. Peace. Yeah, our good sister Cherokee, appreciate it. For our good brother Chief Holiday, saying peace to the gods. Appreciate you, sis. Man, we are all, and I want people to know this too, that we are all on the same level in this, y'all. We have to, forget too many chiefs and not enough Indians, or not enough Indians and too many chiefs, or forget all that. We need to all have this this approach. We need to really, what is it, level ourselves. We need to have a social leveling out where we can all come together on the things that are really important, especially in this time that we're in today. All right. So, man, wanted to see how many people hop up in here and check it out. So let's go over this stuff. You already know I'm going to show what we see. I'm going to show some of the sources of it in one moment. Let me cut the light off on. All right. I cannot wait till things get operational. We'll be doing this for a while, but I'm not going to do this for a long time. I'm going to be here. I'll be on here today for about another 30 minutes. And I'm definitely doing Q&A. Anything that anybody sees that I do not see or pick up, correction, don't care what it is most appreciated. All right, let me switch it over. All right. Feels good to be back. So, okay, using Trickopedia. You already know how I feel about Trickopedia. You have to go to the sources because 9 times out of 10, there's some trickery in its pedia. But let's look at the history of the tourist attractions. Let's see what the tourist attractions are talking about. Let me take myself off of here. Also, I'd appreciate it, but it's not really, for information that I'm not saying, and you want me to dig into some information that really cannot be put online, and I could say it this way now in this time of day, but there are certain things that and plans that are being put in work. So, for that, I was going to start a fundraiser or something for it, but nah, there's something big going on. And if you want to get the information, that's financially beneficial, basically, Basically, I'm going to teach, I will literally teach you how to maintain a financial living without having to work. But you would have to have a certain amount of money to get started. And some of y'all might already be doing it, but there's some little tricks to the trades, a couple of tricks to the trade. So for that and building a future of, mining, manufacturing, mass producing, everything we use, I've been saying for years, that's what all the money that I'm developing and putting to the side to really build for us. So for that, donate to Lotus Television One on the Cash App. For that only. And I prefer the least amount over a long period of time because I'll put in about $1,000 a month into what I'm doing. It's going to take a while. So it's coming. Plans are being into plans that will bring into us taking care of ourselves. Basically, that's all I'm aiming for on that point. So this tourist attraction money, we could be getting that money. That could be our money. There's money out there, but to use that money, so I'll give you a little insight. Build our own state, build our own city. You want to call it a country, you want to call it whatever. I don't care about calling it a state, city, or any of that stuff. But let's build our own. It costs money to build our own from scratch. Let's build our own. Let's stop playing. That's what my money is for, and that's what I'm putting into. Not for debate, not for anything else but that. So, and I'm talking about this money for a good reason, because what really happened in the 19th century? I mean, that's a serious question. Serious question. I can't see anybody. What's going on? So let me slide back over here. Okay, so I'll be taking questions on that in a moment. But that's what I have to present, what really happened in the 19th century. But what I'm talking about is pertaining to these tourist attractions, these things that we see. I mean, isn't slavery and all these things happening? So keep in mind all the other stuff that's happening, and then think tourist attractions. World fairs. All right, let's check it out, man. Take a walk with me. Let's take a little walk with me. So places of natural beauty, as beaches, tropical island resorts, national parks, mountain deserts, and forests are examples of traditional tourist attractions which people may visit. So that's people taking a stamp and taking it to a whole landmass and charging people money to come look at stuff. All right. Cultural tourist attractions can include historical places, monuments, ancient temples, zoos. Hold on. I go over all this. Hold on. Yeah. So all the good Pan-African, Afrocentric brothers with the Pokemons, the comedic names, and they could say the same thing about us with our names, but at least we actually have an attachment to it. But when it comes to this stuff, this stuff's based on a damn tourist attraction. So we have the area, museums and art galleries, botanical gardens, buildings and structures, and all this stuff, forts, castles, libraries, prisons, skyscraper, bridges, theme parks, all these things, but what's the stuff that really brings in the money? What really brings it in? We're going to go over those. Okay, so got the sculptures, got the statues, got the murals. All right. Look at this. So this was a carnival back in the day? Now y'all looking at this? Hold on. Man, this does not look friendly at all. I don't know what's going on. This person got a fishing pole over his head with some box right here. You got this person riding the horse backward. They got masks on. I guess they got COVID-19 during this time. I mean, well, that's what you're supposed to do in COVID-19 is put a mask on. All right, we're over that. So they don't just say anything bad. Oh, Carnival is a Western Christian festival. What? Carnival is a Western Christian festival? All right, so there's some weird stuff going on here, man. Some weird stuff going on. But anyway, that's weird. We already know about the theme parks, you know what I'm saying? All the theme parks, all this stuff. Okay, cool. Just so I'm not leaving anything out. Living history museums. A living history museum, also known as a living history museum, really, is a type of museum which recreates historical settings to simulate a past time period, providing visitors with an experiential interpretation of history. It is a type of museum that recreates to the fullest extent conditions of culture, natural, and blah, blah. Yeah, right. But anyway, that's my subjective opinion. Here we get very So before we get to the good stuff, I have to go over these things. Industrial tourism is tourism in which the desired destinations include industrial sites peculiar to a particular location. The concept is not new, as it includes wine tours in France. All right, some cheese, cakes, and all kind of stuff. So they even got attractions for that. Food and desserts. You know, the stuff that kills you. Okay, we don't care about UFOs. Look at that. Chinatowns. They got Chinatowns all throughout America, but we don't have a pan Wafro town. So, all right, y'all. Man-made attractions. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. All right, so you already know this was expected, of course. So let's see. Got the Egyptian pyramids, one of the most important attractions of the world since ancient times. Okay. The Colosseum in Rome, Italy was 7.4 million of tourists. It's one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world. That's so. We got the Great Wall of China, got the Taj Mahal, got the Eiffel Tower, got Hong Kong night sky. Go over there to Hong Kong, look at that. They're all getting extra viruses and candida from the sushi they eat. Natural tourist attractions. Ooh-wee, the Grand Canyon. Yeah. They're not going to charge you that much for that. You got the Serengeti. You go look at some animals in the Serengeti looking confused because half of them like, we didn't even originate here. We have Lake Serapis. What's going on there? Sorapis? Dang. I've been here a lot of times. Redwood National State Park. Man, y'all should go check it out, man. It's real tropical, angelic, and everything. You go over there, you feel like you're being healed, and you go into the cave, man. It's a real good feeling, man. I should try that over there in California. All right, we got the Great Barrier Reef. We got Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Look at that. They done put this dang thing on top of the mountain, which I'm pretty sure was some very important ancient stuff going on, probably some star forts and all kind of thing around there. All right, you got cultural tourist attractions. Here we go. So the cultural, that's when it's getting into, Acropolis Museum, Forbidden City. So what I'm trying to do is just give everybody, you got the Vatican Museum, you got the Imperial Treasure, Vienna, you got the Skrovigna Chapel, you got, the Solomon Art Museum. Okay, we got all this stuff, okay? Novelty, tourist destinations. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Walk with me, y'all. Walk with me. And here's where we have a problem. Here is where we have the problem, y'all. All right, so tourism generates substantial economic benefits for both host both host countries and tourist home countries. Excuse me. Especially in developing countries, one of the primary motivations for a region to promote itself as a tourism destination is the expected economic benefit. According to the World Tourism Organization, 698 million people traveled to a foreign country in 2000, spending more than US 478 billion. International tourism receipts combined with passenger transport currently total more than US 575 billion, making tourism the world's #1 export earner. We've been in the wrong business, y'all. We've been in the wrong business, man. Yeah, you got these wafros over here, these wannabe Africans over here talking about go there, and they're not even going there. But then the greatest of where I will go there, half of that is not even ancient. It's some redecorated, you know, are you serious? Okay. I just, very suspect with the tourist attraction companies that anybody out there promoting to go to Egypt, and go experience that. They're in cahoots. they're in the tourist attraction agency propaganda. All right. And there's some stuff attached to it that is going to hurt. So it's just gotta take the pain. So the World Tourism Organization, right? Who the heck are they? Step away for a second. The United Nations specialize and trusted with the promotion of responsible sustainability and universally acceptable tourism, having its headquarters in Madrid, Spain. All right. Let's see what else y'all saying. Secretary General, what the hell kind of name is that? Sound like Ashkenaz. Okay. So another important part about this is that you might have to get a vaccine in order to travel to these places. So now they're going to lock it down. So for those who are not going to get that vaccine, you will not be able to travel to these places. Okay, so anyway, just scanning over this. There's nothing really important. This is the World Tourism Organization, so you can always go here. You don't have to look on Wikipedia. Just look it up, trip out, be like, damn. So when did y'all start? And the key is to go to the original dates of when tourist attractions all right, when tourist attractions were started. All right, let me get down to this other part. All right, industrial tourism. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up real quick. So, all right. Can y'all hear me? My thing is messing up a little on my side, but not on, maybe not on your. All right. So what the problem is that we have these tourist attractions or these places that they felt they can cap off of. And just given the basis of the tourist attractions, there's so much more into it. That's why I'm not going over all the detail. But with these tourist attractions, you get these world fairs. So let me dig into where the meat and potatoes are. And let me pull it up on this other one too. Before I leave that, on the tourist attractions with this situation today, Pokemon 19, that you can't go to any of these places without proper documentation or purpose to go there. Jump a card. Man, where's that thing at? Okay, got it. Okay, so you get these world fairs. So let's go over the history list of the world fairs. I want to just dig straight into it. So with the tourist attractions, I'm trying to think of Charles Darwin did was it Galapagos, or I'm trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head. He's the one that traveled to the island. I think it was Galapagos Island or something, and hypothesized some of his nonsense that, oh man, I'm tripping. Some of the nonsense that he was putting out. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. All right, before I go on that, these tourist attractions, and this is a key point. So right now we have the list of world affairs. Well, the world fairs, excuse me. Before I go on that, I have to show this again. It's just I have to give you a sneak at what I'm leading to, because I'm just giving the introduction to this information. I'm not like giving it all at one time, y'all. So before we go into the list of world's fairs, what was going on with that? We have to think about the reconstruction of certain monuments. So and people could say, they could play on the word, oh, he said reconstruction of it. Well, then we have to say, is it a reconstruction, or did they completely alter it and change this to look a certain way? So to give that example, I shared this before. I want to give it again. Once again, I have to share this again. So you can see, you can see it here, plain as day. People say I'm pseudo about it. They claim whatever, but you see it right here, Abu Simbel. And I tell them, man, they moved Abu Simbel around like Tetris, and they did it with many other temples in Egypt. This is like, people don't understand it. And this is a tourist attraction, is it not? This connects you to the Hebrews being enslaved in Egypt. This connects you to all that. Yeah, it does. JR needs you funny as hell, bro. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm really getting started. I'm going to show, this is just one. I have over 10 tourist attractions that I'm going to bust you through, show you the black and white pictures. And this is going to be something that leads on to that I'm going to continue to talk about. So this is like part one of like 4. I dig into stuff. I want to keep digging and really show. And I hope that everyone will pick up the technique in investigating the way I'm investigating this information. Okay, so here, look, you got the head, man, right here. Look at that. Oh, come on, man. Blow it up bigger for me. Man, come on. All right, so can you just blow it up right here? So anyway, here you have them, doing what they're doing to the face. I'm not even going to say too much about that. I just can't wait till I really dig into this stuff later. So they'll show, yeah, look at this. So they're showing you how it imaginarily looked. And I'm telling you, man, I have some heartbreaking stuff that I'm going to share. Just, it'll be next week. This is going to be a weekly thing. So I'll do this Friday morning, next Friday morning for an hour. And I'm going to bust into this information of tourist attractions and the world fairs, which is going to lead into a lot more stuff. But, okay, so we see that it's 4. This one is like, what happened? We don't know. They'll say, this is what it looked like before. No, it's not. All right. And they're not telling you that they put that together. They put all that, man. They moved, this is what they say. They moved the whole temple. I have video footage of them doing this. Yeah. Look at that. Can y'all see it? I want to make sure y'all can see it. Look at that. Remember them little Tic Tac candies you had where it had the little face on it and you could pop it open and eat like a little Tic Tac or some gum or something? Man, come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The little Tic Tac, the little gum. I forgot the name of it. Man. Or how about the little boxing head? The little box thing and bow, the head pop off. That's how they got Ramsey's head looking right here, man. All bad. Tourist attractions, y'all. Tourist attractions. All right. Look at that. This thing was incomplete. They did, yeah, right. Here's a black and white one. Look at the black and white picture. This is what it looked like before they moved it in. Yeah, right. I'm telling y'all, and they call me a conspiracy theory. When they went into Egypt, all the monuments and all the stuff, what it really looked like was what you're looking at right here. This is what the stuff really looked like. They dressed that whole area up and down and put they attached fake stories to it. All right? Got love for my Hebrew brothers. But I'm sorry, man. I can't play anymore. Look at this. Can't play with it. Can't play anymore. It's all right. Look at that. Is this picture in color? Does that mean that they made this recently? Okay. So people will say, well, nah, nah, man. Nah. Nah, man, look at this. Man, this shit is a movie set. Oh, look at that. Man, y'all serious. Now, there's some ancient stuff over there in Egypt, and they keep a lot of that stuff hidden. And I wish, and I hope that one day I will be over there and go investigate it. But there's some funny stuff I found and been told about, this situation in Egypt. Look at that. They even made a drawing of it, y'all. But I can show you the real picture, man. That's them putting the whole mountain. That mountain behind Abu Simbel has this metal stuff in it. Stop playing. Look at this shit. Tourist attractions, y'all. You know, and these aren't even the hardcore images. I'm going easy. Let me bust out the hardcore ones. I just wanted to show this just to open the eyes of some people who aren't really knowing what's going on here. And keep in mind, they did this everywhere. You know, I read off the names of the stuff over here they messed up that our ancients had. Come on. Nah, don't exit. All right, it froze up a little. Damn. Oh, shut me down now. Okay. Wow, man, they completely shut me out. They completely shut me out. All right. They can stop me though. All right. Ramses, Tim. Move. How you like that? Searches. Come on, man. Oh, can you guys hear me? Can I get a one in the chat? Yeah, and that's what I wanted to hear. Now, people will make the claim that like they didn't make the monuments, they just moved the monuments. Okay, that's why this is part one. So I have a thing, y'all. This is one of the reasons why I'm back too. I have a thing called put your money where your mouth is. So I know everybody might, as a whole, everybody, we're not rich. So I'll start it off as, I don't know, $50, right? $50 to the person that can show me a picture of Abu Simbel before 1850. Go. I'll cash app you $50 right now. If you can show me Abu Simbel in 1850, go part two. Okay, I'm done. So whoever won $50, where you at? Where you at? So anything you find in Egypt that's connected to the Bible is a part of a tourist attraction. And what I'm trying to share with that symbol situation is it's a tourist attraction. But I don't think the people who run StreamYard or whoever is too happy about that. So let me give some shout outs before I go back into this. We got Free Papua in the building. We got Latifah Miller in the building. Big Dog Philly OG. TLS United Through Life Struggles. Yeah, I know. Um, and I agree that they did move monuments, but who made the monuments? So this is something that's serious. Uh, if I don't know why it's not letting me share, I open up something and I try. It's not letting me pull it up. It's fine. Story into reconstruction of hieroglyphs. Now, it might that they chop up and move monuments around like Tetris, but they also took off the original. They shaved down the originals and made some drawings. you know, wow, man, this is not letting me get in. Come on, let me in. Nah, they're not letting me see it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drop that on the next one, y'all. All right, let me go over these world fairs. We'll go over that next Friday. Next Friday, all our good brothers and sisters of the feathers got it in, got the AMs in. You know, I pop in again next Friday around this time, and I'll have those images ready. I got the Oriental white hieroglyphs look like something that the hieroglyphs are not. I have I have all that for you. But let's get to these world affairs. These world fairs for a couple of minutes. And let me go into. All right. So let me make sure y'all can see this. I got a bunch of two. Hear me? Okay, breaking up. All right, yeah, it was starting to trip out. Pico hardline boss. That's exactly freezing up like that. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So you see, they move from Alexandria. Damn. So they moved it from Alexandria to another. Let me see if I say something. Okay, I can see the man.